What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and let's talk about it. The truth behind the Dame Dash Herb Gotti beef. Yeah, you guys love that. I don't know why you keep asking about this, but you gotta look at, to me rather, you gotta look at it from where it all started. You know, you gotta think before, like, what were they doing as people before this situation even transpired? You feel me? See, Irv Gotti was a producer. He was developing talent, street talent, getting his guys out there. And at the same time, Dame Dash was trying to do his thing. And what was funny is that Irv Gotti was the square. If you could ever imagine that, some of you probably could. He couldn't dress. He was the square dude. He was a producer. But that's how it was. He was the producer, and he was trying to build something on his side. But Dame always felt different. Dame always felt epic, like a CEO, like a boss. He was the fly, flashy guy. And he didn't make any records. He wasn't in the studio making beats, but everything he did, he considered to be epic. He cared about Rockefeller, and that was it. Dame Dash was definitely one of the innovators when it came to running a business and from the streets to the professional level and wanting to be legit and wanting guys to expand and getting broaden their horizons and not do certain acts but the street life and the party and get to you. He's also the flashy guy that he got to be swagged out, but he had an entrepreneur mind, and that's kind of dangerous when you're around certain people who also want to be looked at as a boss. Now, Irv sees the way Dame moves, right? He see the way Dame Dash moves because he was around it when he was trying to grow Murder INC. He's watching Dame. He's looking at Dame. He's watching Dame. He hanging with Dame. He want to be the man. He want to be fly like Dame. Next thing you know, he's hanging out, doing things he don't normally do. Nah, he's boisterous. Nah, he's tough. Now he's got to look like he's infamous. And the part that hurts is that Dame molded him. That's the part that really hurt Dame the most, is that this guy is somebody he molded into the game. He did he did a solid. When they did the Rockefeller Def Jam, the Rough Riders and Rockefeller tour, Dame and them, they had this concept without Def Jam. Def Jam got on board when they realized this is a good idea, but it's never gonna work. So let's just see how many shows we can get out of it. Irv, Dame, and everybody in between helped keep all those personalities, all the crew together. DNY, all of them was there, and there was a lot of other people helping out. Those guys helped and bonded and was cool, and it's like, yo, this we set the foundation on what a hip hop show, what hip hop artists could do on a tour. When before they wouldn't pay hip hop artists this type of money, or even give them this many cities, this many tours. So DMX at the time was selling the same amount of records as Jay, but that tour was epic. Dame was shocked because he never thought DMX could sell this many records as he did. And Irv Gotti, he always gave him credit because Irv stuck with it. He saw something in him. And it was the same thing he saw in Jay. And he told him, he said, look, appreciate this moment. Because he was like, look, man, I don't know how long I'm going to be in this hip hop thing. I might do something else. I might get out because to me, it's getting boring, man. It's getting boring, man. It's like the money's good. We're going to still make money doing this, but I don't want to do this for the rest of my life. I want to do more. I want to expand. Because you're never going to get that high that you're going to get when everybody in the world find out what you've already known. And he's like, the high of everybody seeing what you see and you've already saw it later, and the fact that you ain't got to hustle no more in the streets and doing, penitentiary chances and all that stuff. When he was giving Irv those jewels, he was telling him, like, remember these moments, treasure it, because this is what you worked for. And now people believing in you when you had to beg people to believe in you. And now you got that security, like knowing, like, I made it. I proved it. I got my spot. He's like, this feeling, like, you ain't gonna get another one just like it. You're gonna be searching for it, and it just ain't there. So enjoy it and relish it, because I guess he didn't enjoy it as long as he should have, because his mind was so focused on the next thing and trying to push it to the next level that when they actually hit, he was riding that high so much he never really got a chance to fully go through the whole thing and really say, man, I should have looked back and treasured this a lot more, because he been in search of that high ever since. He went to artwork, went to movies. Dame could have just stayed trying to make records and record business if that's all he wanted to do. Dame wanted to expand and do other things. But the thing with Irv is when things went bad for him is when he went up against Eminem, his situation there, and they felt like some extortion went down with him and Supreme, and had him all tied up in that stuff, and they couldn't put out no records, and the company was fading. But Irv embodied that image. That was Dame. That it's Murder Inc. and F you. He had to be the part. Like that was his character. He had to be that infamous guy, the boss. So he always was somebody that everybody would lean on, and they could say, okay, we see through this dude. Let's lean on him. He had Suge leaning on him. He had Preem leaning on him. Trying to find that angle, that next thing. Next thing you know, Ja, who fought for his own identity not to be Tupac, now he's the new Tupac. It's like, serious. You fought your whole career to not be compared to Tupac. Because they was like, oh, he trying to be Tupac on his first album. So he grew his hair out and changed his whole look. And that's when he blew up. Because he was like, look, I'm tired of people comparing me to Tupac. So I'm going to change my image up and grow my hair out. And that's why on the second album, he was all different look, different everything with the hair. Then he went back to the bald look, and there we go. The rest is history. So when Dame came back, when Irv got back in position, Irv and Dame didn't have no problems. Irv always looked as like, man, I want to help this brother get back on top because he was good to me. You know what I'm saying? Dame was good to Irv. No matter how I looked at it, they both, his faults, shortcomings, and the things that happened to him that had nothing to do with Irv. So when Irv got the BET deal with Revolt, even though Jay walked in there and helped him get the deal to get Tails going, Irv just wanted to be paid the money and was like, look, I'll shoot the episode myself. I don't want to deal with nobody else. Pay me to do it. I'm going to do my paid in full thing. I'll get the people. I'll do it, and I'll send it to you. Just release the funds. I'll shoot it, give it to you. Y'all run it. Simple and plain. That's how Dame wanted to do it. But Irv is like, look, they're not doing it like that. Like, this is the company. They're not going to release you, just pay you out the money and say, go do what you want to do. They're going to let you direct it, but it's going to be under their watch, under their umbrella. This is Revolt / BT. The Revolt's putting up the money. So Puff is putting up the money. So they're doing it. They're in charge. Dame don't understand that because Dame's mentality is a boss. He don't want to be controlled. He's like, look, I'll do it myself, produce it myself, direct it, and just give it to you. You just pay me the money on what you would normally pay for having an episode. I'll take that. And what Dame want to do is take that money that they spending, because he figured it's overpaid anyway, make it for less, like a hustler, and keep the extra. And then he gets a production credit. Dame will say he spent every cent and dime of the money that they gave him, write it off all type of ways, make it for probably half of that, send it back in to them. They'll be forced to air it because they don't have nothing else to show for it. It probably wouldn't even, production-wise, even add up to anything that they would, but then he gets a production credit, or directorial credit, rather, for being in there. Then he probably would add himself into the story. So he probably get an acting credit too. Look, so many points and all these things, they were never going to go along with that. Dame is looking like it's not costing them anything extra. So they're not losing money. They're paying out what they were going to pay out anyway for the episode, and you're getting the episode. So it's not like you're not getting your product that you're asking for. So it's like a hustler's deal. you're gonna get the product. But Irv is like, I'm not trying to mess up my thing here by pissing these people off. I'm not finna do that here, and I just got through the door. It's like somebody who just been working on a job for 6 months and somebody walking in and say, hey man, let me get a discount. He's like, man, I can't do that, man. You're gonna cost me my job. Herb needs this job. Herb just got back home when everybody else didn't want to have nothing to do with him. As great as the work he's done and all his track record, they only see that he was taken out in cuffs and went to trial. So Dame, Dame don't like to be told no, and he feel like you flaking on him and you scared, the pressure that got to you, and he Dame dashes out, flips out on Gotti, called him soft, weak, and all these different things. I mean, hey, it is what it is. It's true, but I understand Irv Gotti's position. So y'all tell me, do you feel Dame was wrong in this situation, or do you feel Irv Gotti was wrong in this situation? Let me know in the comment section, and don't forget to support the page. If you want to keep seeing great videos like this or other ones, definitely leave me a message in the description box where it says donate. Click that button, and you can leave me a big message there, and I appreciate that love and support. And don't forget also to hit the Cash App up. Carcino's the name on the Cash App. God bless you, and good night.